going on YouTube. There's some things that kind of pissed me off that happened to us bikers, right? And if you're a dirt bike rider and you accidentally trespass somewhere, or you go on the annexed piece of land or something like that was annexed by the city or state or whatever, or you're in an area that you're not supposed to be at and there's no sign saying no off-roading or whatnot, how the fuck are you supposed to know where you can ride and not ride, right? Now, people say, oh, you can check the OHV laws or maps, right? Well, guess what? The thing is the maps are literally this big on the computer. You can't expand it. You can't, and when you print them out, they're still this fucking big. And it's a fucking checkered board. Private property, annexed property, native Indian land, other kind of BLM, and it's like fucking, it's a checkerboard, right? Or I should say Native American, right? Because that's what, yeah. But, you know, look, I've been pulled over by the ranger once, which y'all have seen, and the guy was chill. He's like, hey, you're not allowed to be here. Just turn around, go back, whatever. Ran my name and 650 Cowboys name, rang our fucking registration on our bikes and stuff, as y'all saw. But what is fucked up is if you get a cop or a ranger or whatever that wants to have that's having a bad day or just doesn't give a fuck and doesn't like people, then, you know, whatever, you get a ticket and then you get your bike impounded, then you possibly get arrested, and then, you know, whatever the fuck. I mean, you know, you gotta pay the court fees, and you gotta pay all this bullshit. Then you got to get your bike out of impounding. You gotta pay the ticket. Then you gotta, you know, if you bail yourself out of jail, you gotta pay that. And you gotta pay a lawyer and all this bullshit for fucking nothing, right? Like, oh, okay, I went onto a piece, you know, somebody went onto a piece of property that they weren't supposed to, and not knowing about it, right? Now it's the same thing with street bike riders, right? You do a wheelie, you get your bike impounded, then you get a fat fucking ticket, right? Just like what happened to a girl and her bike a few years back when she had the WR250. She did a little baby wheelie. The cop was a prick. Cost her over like $3,000 or $4,000 between getting her bike out of impound after 30 days, and then the ticket and all this shit, and then the reckless driving, you know, thing on her record and all that shit, or some fucking crap, right? And it's fucking bullshit. Just because a cop was having a bad day, he wanted to fucking, you know, he thought, okay, well, I have a badge and a gun, I am above the law. And I understand, you're not supposed to be doing wheelies on the fucking street, you know, unless if you're on private property or out in the backwoods somewhere where no one's, you know, gonna see you. But at the same fucking time, who the fuck are you hurting by doing a fucking wheelie? Okay, what if you do a wheelie and you fucking loop it out and you end up on your ass on the ground? Who the fuck cares? It's your body. You knew the risks and you were willing to take, you know, you're willing to take the risk to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, dude. Cops, I respect cops. I don't respect that us bikers get our shit impounded, get tickets, and possibly arrested just because we did a fucking wheelie on the street, or we went through somebody's property that was not fucking marked, or went through some property that was annexed by the fucking city and there's no fucking sign saying no trespassing and no off-roading. We get the short end of the stick for that, and it's fucked up. Anyways, love y'all, be safe, catch you guys on the flip side, and I shall see you in the next.